All right, so doing a water pump on this one. This is an RMAX 2. This is kind of the procedure. Get the inside, the passenger side ripped out. This is obviously pretty dirty. We'll clean it before we put it all back together. But take the Torx off of here, pull the handle, dash comes off, floorboard comes out. All of the bracketry around the gas tank get loosened up. This here, when you take the dash out, all you do, this goes right here. Peel this back and pull this off, then you can take the dash out. Anyway, yeah, we pull the bracket off of the fuel tank. Of course, this one has a full tank. It's pretty heavy, but once you get that off, make sure your antifreeze is down underneath the top line, because that's this one that comes through here, so that you're not spilling any more antifreeze than you have to. And then right there is the stator cover. We actually just replaced the whole stator cover. Water pump is already included in it. Has a new mechanical seal, new impeller. We swapped the stator over, throw a new gasket on, and put it all back together. It's a pretty quick job. On a few of them, it goes pretty quick. I think Jonathan's been in here about half an hour. So that's where we are. When you pull the radiator hose off here, the antifreeze from the head is going to come out. So make sure you have something underneath to catch it. This point's real simple. Just a bunch of 8s around the outside. Take off the banjo bolt here. You're supposed to replace this crush washer setup here on the banjo bolt. When you get the new housing, it's going to come with the water pump, the impeller inside, and this with the O-ring. If you're doing the whole stator cover, you don't need to touch this at all. It will all be correct. If you are just changing out the impeller, you still need to pull this cover, so make sure you get this gasket, because in order to get the impeller off, you need to get to the inside of the case. The only other thing is, if you're going to swap out the whole cover, make sure you get some Yama bond for where this gasket goes through the case. You just need to put some Yama bond on there, and we'll show you that when that's opened up. There's a bunch of videos out there about this stator cover leaking oil. This bolt right here is different than all the other ones. If you look at it, it's black. See if it'll focus. And it has pipe sealant on it, because that's the low spot. So that's gonna get the most oil just sitting on it. So make sure when you put this back together, they actually tell you to replace this. I don't. We just clean it up real good, put new pipe sealant on it. Never had a problem. But if you're following the letter of the law, they want you to replace this one bolt. All the other bolts that you take out are just regular. They're just regular bolts. They look like that. Now, as far as the bolts go, the ones right around the water pump, this one, and this one, they are all going to be longer. So we've done a bunch of these. I kind of get the idea, but set them aside or mark them somehow that you know that that's where they go. There's a pry point right here. I don't know if that's what it's for. That's what we use it for. We put a little indexing pry bar in here and just pry against the jug. Real gentle, just to pop that seal. This banjo bolt, one thing that we do is loosen up this bottom one, just a quarter turn. That'll let this pull out of the way so you don't have to bend it. Trying to think anything else. It's all pretty much it. It's ready to pop off. I'll show you here what it looks like when we pull it off. So once you pull the cover off, you gotta scrape all the old gasket material off. I use this scraper from Motion Pro. I like it because it's brass. and it won't scratch the aluminum. So just get yourself, some protection in on the gears while you're scraping, so you're not dropping gasket material into the motor. It can't really go anywhere. You'll have a chance to really look in there and clean it out before, but it's a lot easier to just not let it go in the beginning. So this is a two-seater. What I like to do is pull the rear wheel, pull this cover here, pull all the other panels. You have to pull the grab bar, the passenger side dash out of the way to get the floorboard so you can slide the fuel tank forward. You do have to disconnect it to slide it, but you don't have to take it out, especially when it's full. You go through everything, get this all torn apart. I drain the oil out of the motor. It's usually about 2 quarts of oil that come out. Drain the oil out of this thing. Just had an oil change, but we're not going to take chances with it. I'm going to change the oil. You don't have to. There was no water in the oil. When that mechanical seal goes bad, it will come out of this weep hole. So you're either going to get oil out of this or water out of this. If this gets clogged and it builds pressure, it will actually force the water into the oil or force the oil into the water. So depending on which way that goes, I have seen that hose get clogged. Just something to keep an eye on. If you're seeing liquid on the garage by the back tire, though, by the passenger rear tire, it's usually going to be coming out of that weep hole, or it might be that bottom bolt that I was talking about earlier on the stator cover, if it's just oil. If the weep hole is dry and the oil is coming off the, off this bottom down here, then it's just that black bolt that I showed you earlier. But yeah, get it all cleaned up. This really isn't a big job. I like it on the two-seater a lot more because it's right here. Four-seater, you have to deal with the rear door and all that kind of stuff. But on the two-seater, it's right here. You can just, on a lift, you could just stand here and get right to it. If you're on the ground, I would probably still pull this rear tire so you can get in real close, on a chair or whatever, and just get it out. But yeah, that's where we are. We're going to clean this up, throw the new cover on, fill it up, burp it, and like I said, I'm going to change the oil on this machine, even though it was just done about 200 miles ago. We're just going to change the oil because we're this far into it, and I don't want to take any chances if it did get any coolant in the engine. Okay, so if you're changing the cover, you have to swap this over to the other cover. So it's 3 bolts here. Now these need to be cleaned real good and Loctited. And then this just holds the cord. And then these 2 here for the pickup. And then right here, where it goes through the old case, this is just rubber. So clean that up real good. And then Yama bond it. And then you're just going to put it in the new case. So real simple. It goes in the same way it comes out. And then the drive for the water pump is right here on the end of the oil pump. Just make sure that you kind of clock that correctly. So when you set it up in there, it plops right in. There are dowel pins here and one down here. Make sure you have them in. I put them on the engine side. Some people put them on the case side. I put them on the engine side. Set the gasket on the engine side, because when you start putting the case on, this is a big magnet, and it kind of pulls, it'll pull out of your hand. So if you're not sitting there holding it just perfect, a lot of times you end up dropping that gasket and having to redo it. So that's why I just put the gasket on the engine side. But I'm gonna get it swapped over here and then show you guys what that looks like.